Which one, the Shlomo Melech one?
Yeah.
There's another story that's very similar to it that just happened the other day. That basically there's two ladies, they're fighting over a bacher for their daughter.
Okay.
So they're fighting, and basically they go to Rav, and the Rav basically says you have to cut him in half. So one says no, you can't cut him in half. Such a nice bacher, you take him. The other one says no, split him in half. So the rabbi says the one that wants to split him in half, she's the real shviger.
Okay, let's do the bar Torah for this week's parsha. I have to remember. No, do your.
Elchanan.
I have somebody Elchanan also from South Africa. I lose his name also.
All right. So what do you want to say?
Hanukkah. Okay, we start. Yalla.
It's starting. We're rolling.
Stop it, no.
You want me to start? Or you want me to stop?
Stop.
We stopped. And now
See
we're starting.
Every week. Let's see. Stop.
We stopped.
No, stop. Wait.
No, I don't have all night here.
So start.
We started already.
You usually have an opening.
That was my opening.
No, come on. You drive me crazy.
You're already crazy. Let's go.
No, start. All right. I'm seeing this week is if you go to the big supermarkets, you're gonna have to eat a triple header kugel. A little Yerushalmi kugel, a little potato kugel.
Sounds good.
And a little Lakshan kugel, because this week is one of the few times a year possible to take out 3 Sefer Torahs. We're going to have Hanukkah, Shabbos, and Rosh Chodesh. And actually, according to the Lubavitch custom, Haftarahs, we're going to have a little bits and pieces from 3 Haftarahs too.
That's the longest benching in the year.
That's the longest benching of the year. So you might as well eat a lot. So we're going to say Hanukkah Haftarah. We're going to say Rosh Chodesh Haftarah. I'm going to say Machar Chodesh Haftarah. But let's only not the whole thing. We say the last two. We're going to say bits and pieces. But the parsha, it's so funny. Yosef was asked. There's a lot of beautiful lessons. Yosef, he's in prison 12 years, 13 years. And you think about these people who are living in the prison for so long, and instantly, Pari wants him, he gets rushed out. And the Rebbe points out when the time comes, and the destined time that you're supposed to.
I thought yours was only for 2 years.
No, it happens instantly, and it's not happening a minute earlier or a minute later. It happens at the exact time it's supposed to happen. Okay, anyway. So a person shouldn't give up. But I love the most beautiful thing. Pari tells him this dream, and Pari wants a Pesach Halayim to interpret the dreams. So Yosef not only interprets the dreams, but he gives advice. He doesn't only say, okay, 7 years, this is going to happen in 7 years. Then he says, and therefore I suggest you. I didn't hire you for my advisor. Sounds so Jewish. So the Arachaim HaKadosh asks this question. And I think the Rebbe speaks about it too, that the Arachaim says Yosef saw it in the dream. This suggestion that he gave, he saw it in the dream. So it's not okay. This is the dream, and now let me give you some suggestions. The fact that Pari was shown this as a dream, he felt that it was so there should be a solution to the problem. Why do I like that? I like that because I saw a letter from the Rebbe. Where the Rebbe says that I said this before, that when Pari introduces himself to Yaakov, and Yaakov to Pari, a couple of weeks from now, the Parsha, Pari says, "Okay, how old are you, bro? How old are you, man?" So he says, "I'm 100 and some years. Ma'at v'roim hayu." I'm not that old, and I have a little amount of years and bad. So the Rebbe asks, first of all, at this point, you're living longer than the average person. Why are you saying that you have so little? And second of all, why are you calling it bad? And the Rebbe says a phenomenal point that I think that's so beautifully connected to Hanukkah. That I've been seeing. You see the donuts and the latkes on the table. It's Hanukkah.
Yes.
What's the point? The Rebbe says that every person has to have goals. Until you reach the goal, it ain't over. So Yaakov Avinu knew that his mission in life is geula, redemption, when the Yidden are free. until he gets to that, until he reaches that, he could be living more than everybody else, longer than everybody. He's 120 some years old, but I didn't accomplish my mission. It's ma'at v'roim. It's not good yet. It's going to be good when I accomplish what I have to accomplish. Why did I think about it by Hanukkah? I think about it by Hanukkah because the Rebbe brings the Machlokes, the Rambam, the Meiri. When was the war over? Was the war over Chav Dalid? And they already, and then Chav Hey was the first full day of the rest? Or it was over at the end of the first day of the rest period? It went into Chav Hey. You know, Chav Hey there was no rest in Chav Dalid. And I'm thinking to myself, that's what it is. If today we were still at war, you know, in your nusach, you say al hanisim va'al neflois va'al hamilchamot, right? Do you say that?
Yeah.
Chabad doesn't say va'al milchamot. And one of the simple reason is you can't say thank you for negative things. A milchama is a negative thing. What are you thanking for the war? Thank for the victory, not about the war. That's the simple answer. But I think there's a better answer. What's the better answer? The war is not the goal. The goal is the peace. The goal is when you're successful, like I said about Yosef or Yaakov. Until I reach the promised land, I'm not happy. Even though we won the war and it was a miracle, if we fought today, until we have our life back to normal and Yiddishkeit is back to normal, it is no reason to be happy. And this is what we strive for in Golus. You have a lot of good stuff here. You have donuts and latkes and chips and fruits. You're the healthy guy. You eat the fruits and all that. Yeah, but it's not the promised land. The promised land is Mashiach. The promised land is when Mashiach comes, and that's what we're waiting for. May that be b'meir of Yamein.
Amen.
Amen.